Hi everyone, this is Kay again. Last week we did the Amble 2.0 conference, but due to the constraints, I had to go through 2 different languages. Probably that distract you to understand the whole concept of Amble 2.0. So today I prepared the English-only explanation so that you can understand what we have been done, and then what we are doing right now, and what we will do in the future with Amble 2.0. So today I'm going to explain 4 different things: Amble software, MVL, Amble electric vehicle, Amble energy infrastructure, and MVL blockchain. These 4 big pillars are the fundamental of the whole of Amble, and then I want you to follow with me. So Amble software 2.0 is the base of our company. So from the beginning, Amble 1.0, it was just a mere ride-hailing. So we started our service between Hong Kong and Shenzhen when we built up the fleet management system and vehicle reservation service. But that was just one small tiny service. With that experience, we were lucky to open our zero commission ride-hailing service in Singapore. And then ever since then, it's about 2.5 years. So we built up ride-hailing, fintech, and logistics, and electric vehicle, now our energy infrastructure. So our core competence actually coming from software. We are a software company. We're not a hardware making company, but luckily through the strategic investor, which is Central Animation, which is car parts makers, they helped us to build up the electric vehicle. But electric vehicle is becoming, is taking a role of catalyst that bring the explosive growth on our software fundamental. So Amble Mobility Blockchain Protocol is the base of the bottom. And then on top of that, we built up the zero commission ride-hailing service, which helped us to gain lots and lots of drivers. And then with that drivers and the growth of platform, we believe that the whole value of our platform and software will go up and up, and including the blockchain value as well. But typical financial investors did not understand at the beginning what we were building. So, and there are very genuine and very normal challenges that I have received a lot is, how can you make money if you provide a service with a zero commission? So we had to prepare the answer, but luckily with the big pool of driver, we could build up the logistics, and we could build up the payment and wallet service together with the strategic investor. And with that software ecosystem, that we can build up the whole platform growth with the revenue of cash and revenue of blockchain. And with that software, we wanted to provide a better hardware tool to our drivers, and not just making the hardware and selling it to our drivers, but we wanted to provide the infrastructure to them. So that's the whole ecosystem that we are building right now. Speaking of business model, there are 2 big different business models. The first one is actually a blockchain business model with the zero commission, large pool of drivers generating data, and that actually help increase the value of the whole platform, and increase the fundamental value of the platform is naturally connected to the incremental of blockchain value as well. But to answer the question or challenges from the financial investors, that we had to, we also prepare the cash generation revenue model, which is delivery and platform fee and electric vehicle and infrastructure. So let's take a look one by one on our Amble software ride hailing. So we built up the rider application and driver application and corporate solution and web concierge solution. And these softwares actually helped us to be sustainable in Singapore. So we could charge the software fee, but that became a new normal in Southeast Asia because those other big giants, they charge the commission of 25% and 30%, but on top of that, they start charging the software fee. So that became a new normal in Southeast Asia, actually, that helped us to gain those software fee also. And then that software fee itself helped us to be sustainable in Singapore. And we built this ride-hailing solution in a very good manner, and then lots of people actually wanted to use our solution. So the countries that we are running service in Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, other than these three countries so far, we wanted to share the whole solution to be run together in different countries, but we don't go there to run the service, but we supply the software to local entrepreneur or local businessmen so that they can run the business with our solution. By providing it, what we are getting is actually a transaction fee per trip, a finished trip, but smaller one. But also we get the data from them. So that's the best way that we can actually make our blockchain protocol and the whole platform concept bigger and bigger. And from the beginning, the definition of customer is quite different from other platform services. But we believed that our MVL mobility blockchain protocol is based on top of the performance of the drivers, because mobility data actually coming from the drivers, not the customers who calls the car. So every policies and software upgrade and whatever we have been done is focusing on the driver's benefit and driver's support. So by starting with the zero commission is also the same idea. To help them in a better way, so then zero commission and focusing on and making the policies with them is actually helped us to gain lots of trust from the drivers. And now we have more than 100K drivers from 3 different countries. But among these countries, all of them are important. But among these countries, Cambodia is becoming also very important these days and this year, because Cambodia is going to be the country that we're going to provide the ride-hailing, delivery, and electric vehicle and infrastructure business together. But after that, we're also planning to expand our infrastructure business and EV business to the Singapore and Vietnam as well. And at the beginning stage, when we first opened our service in Singapore, we claimed that our price is more competitive than any other major players because we don't charge commission, that we can set a little bit lower price than any other services. And we give the full benefit to the drivers. But the thing is that our data was quite small and our pricing system is too general. So sometimes we are too expensive. Sometimes we are too cheap. So we could, we were getting a complaint from driver side and customer side as well. But over the course of 2.5 years and 3 years of running of our platform, we gained good enough data for us to manage our price table in a better way, so that drivers can satisfied with the good price and also customer can satisfy the lower price. And with that, we get a good supply of drivers, we get good increasing of the demand from the customers, and now we are experiencing the growth of our service in a further direction, ride hailing. And while we are preparing the challenges and questions of those financial investors So we prepared the delivery, but not just not for the food, but we prepared the delivery of the parcels and other hard goods before the corona pandemic. But luckily, we started preparing this delivery before the pandemic. But while we are finishing our preparation, and the corona pandemic happened. So we are very lucky to experience the very interesting growth of our delivery right now. But our delivery is not just the express delivery and same day delivery, but it's more like we becoming a small logistics company that we support the small and medium sized merchants. So we just no. We are building one of the software tool for the small and medium sized merchants, so that they can manage their inventories and deliveries, and also we provide an API connection for them to be connected with other commerce platform. So by setting this up, we can charge software fee, and also we get the delivery fee. So in a two different way that we can generate the revenue, and also we can help those delivery required small and medium sized merchants. This is like a cash on delivery is also quite unique characteristic of delivery and e-commerce in Southeast Asia. But other than Singapore, but let's say Cambodia and Vietnam, Indonesia, many of these big countries in Southeast Asia are using a cash on delivery because there's not enough credit that can commerce platforms rely on. So normally they send the goods and then they collect the cash, and then those delivery guys give the cash back to those small or medium-sized merchants. So our delivery platform had to consider those kind of conditions. So we measured those delivery failure rate. At the beginning stage, we didn't have enough experience on delivery side, so the failure rate goes high, like 20%, but we managed to control the quality of the driver. And also we managed the system upgrade in a proper manner for the local one. And then through those kind of development process, we could manage those failure rate below 5%. And then we experiencing the growth of the merchant onboarding rather than just churn. The churn rate goes down, and then more and more merchants are joining. And through this, our delivery is like growing every single day. Now we're building our more hubs and in local region because more and more demands comes in, and then while we are preparing and providing those small and medium-sized merchants for the web tool, and then that can actually they can manage their inventory through that tool, and those small and medium-sized merchants start giving their inventory to our hub, and then so we became the one small fulfillment service. So that help us to reduce the inefficiency of like delivery pickup and deliver the goods to the customer. And in Singapore side, we had a very interesting delivery service, which is a Tada Fresh. Tada Fresh is the one that digitized the local wet market. During the COVID-19, people cannot come out and to purchase those fresh ingredients. So we digitized those local wet market, about 20 of them. And then we connect our driver pool to this Tada Fresh as well. So then we can both help the web market owners, and also that we can help the drivers while they're experiencing the low demand of the customers. So by providing this Tada Fresh, then we could also gain some revenue. So then that help us for all of us. And Tada Truck is also the honor the concept of zero commission. So we don't charge the commission of the matching between truck operator or truck owner to the logistics company. So rather than charging the commission, we actually build one pool of community together with the truck operators and truck drivers. They became the pool, and then these pool can be used by the manufacturer or logistics companies, and without paying any fee for them, so that they can get a better price from the platform, and also truck operators can earn more and get more jobs. So that's how we developed and the middle mile delivery together with Tada Truck. Speaking of payment, we believe that this is very, very important in the midterm. So, and long term. So we built up this Tada wallet and pay service together with the Shinhan Bank in Cambodia. That was the beginning. And Shinhan Bank also wanted to build up their fintech service in certain countries in Southeast Asia, but they couldn't find a good medium to do so. So we both side have its own needs, so that we can get together and then we can start building the wallet and pay service together. And as a strategic investor, they all have their own support for us, and then we build up the software together, and then we provide the service together. We build up the wallet and customer wallet, driver wallet, and this payment service actually will become the host of the Amble blockchain payment later. So this payment will be started in Singapore probably second half of this year. And this wallet is, we make a wallet and pay service is more open. So it's not exclusive, just only for our wallet and pay user. So we are connecting with the many different banks. We connect with the many local mobile pay services and international pay services. We get together to make the prosperous growth together on a payment side. And we strongly believe that connecting and open the door for the partners will bring us the more fortune. And payment side, so MVL, a blockchain incentive and protocol, will be updated for the participating drivers and riders. And also the blockchain payment will be upgraded and then will be introduced in Singapore with the following of the local regulatory. And then after we test that out, and then we'll try to release it in other countries that we're providing service, and we're providing a SaaS service. Lastly, from the software is Tada as a service. We built up the ride-hailing, delivery, like designated drive service, and a wallet and electric vehicle. All these services, actually, what we have made is actually the one that can be used for any other countries. So physically physically, we cannot go everywhere and every different countries, but every different countries have their local entrepreneurs who needs the software that they can use. If they don't have enough resources to build things up over there, why not we providing those things to them? So by providing our task service, what we are getting is actually small transaction fee per trips or per delivery, and also that we get the data. That data is actually the core fundamental that can increase the value of our MVL blockchain protocol. So by doing so, we get the benefit, but also they get the benefit of using our software and running the business. So Tada as a service, the customer actually from Indonesia for Tada delivery and Tada truck, and Vietnam side Tada delivery, and also soon there will be a release of the contract and news from other continent and other regions. Amble electric vehicle is quite interesting thing that we could build up together with our strategic investor. And first 1.0 version, we just wanted to build up the electric tuk-tuk that can be connected to our platform. But the thing is that electric tuk-tuk is not enough. Also, with the technology that we have and support that we have, we could build an electric motorbike and also infrastructure together. That's the 2.0. It's been 1.5 years, and the first thing that we did is actually form the company together with our strategic investor called Amble Energy, and then that Amble Energy built up the brand called Onion Mobility. So the meaning of Onion Mobility is like a lithium-ion battery turning on. So we own the lithium-ion battery. That's why we call Onion. So, but onion, the onion is the easy name that people can also remember well. That's why we picked the name of Onion Mobility. So Onion T1, this is the real image of Onion T1, and T1 is equipped with a 2-pack of battery. Each pack is 2.24 kilowatts per hour, and then it's equipped with a motor with a 3.5K up to 7K motor. And this vehicle can run with a full charge of up to 100 kilometer. Oh, sorry, up to 100 kilometer. From the platform data that we had, and normally average driving distance of our drivers up to around 90 kilometers a day. So when we first designed this vehicle, we wanted to make our driver to come to the station one time with a swappable battery, so that they can easily change the battery and then go back to work very easily. But technical specification, if you compare with other electric tuk-tuk or electric vehicle, this vehicle is not super fancy one, but the biggest difference that we are having here is actually we're building this electric tuk-tuk as a connected vehicle. So this vehicle connected to our Tada platform service, and our whole system is connected and integrated together. The vehicle condition data, all information comes to the server, and then we analyze that data and then make a very efficient dispatch for this car, and also to help them to reduce the cost of running. And by doing so, drivers actually can reduce the cost of running a vehicle, and also they can earn more with the efficient dispatch. And to be connected and to be served in a proper manner, the data connection and the vehicle control is very important. But this small tuk-tuk is not expensive car. To having a vehicle control unit as one of the computing machine is maybe it's too much. So rather than having VCU, what we did is actually we combine with the digital cluster and modem and GPS together. And then this takes a role of VCU. So vehicle data comes to the digital cluster, and then those data goes through the modem and send it to our server. And this is the image of the battery pack, and a 2-pack of battery pack with the better capacity. But we were also preparing the increase in the capacity of the whole vehicle, so by putting one more battery pack under the seat of the driver's seat. People are asking to us that why don't you make a motorbike? Because motorbike market itself is huge in Southeast Asia. But the thing is that our decision-making process was quite simple, because we are providing our software service in 3 different countries, which is Singapore and Vietnam and Cambodia. But among these 3 countries, Cambodia is the fast growing for our platform, platform itself. But in Cambodia, motorbike is in private sector. In motorbike is private use only, but there's no drivers who's providing their ride service to the customer with the motorbike, because 3-wheeler has been imported in Cambodia and it became a public transportation. The price of ride of this tuk-tuk is cheaper, and also is safer than motorbike. That's why people start using tuk-tuk more and more, and became a normal transportation. While we are growing ourselves in a platform side, but we also wanted to touch the hardware together with our strategic investor in Southeast in Cambodia. Then naturally, the public transportation of Cambodia is tuk-tuk. So that's why we decided to do so, to make an electric tuk-tuk. But while we are preparing electric tuk-tuk and infrastructure together, well, we are also preparing the electric motorbike. But the thing is that electric motorbike, we can build this electric motorbike together with our strategic investor. But the thing is that better that we believe that it would be better to collaborate with other electric motorbike makers who can connect to our infrastructure the later that I'm going to explain to you all. So we could make our flagship motorbike, electric motorbike, but also we can publish those electric motorbike that made by other players. So third one is Amble Energy Infra. This is directly connected to the Amble electric vehicle. So we go with the zero commission services, but Amble 2.0 or Energy Infra is like a good station and an infra ecosystem that we are building. This infrastructure becoming a very interesting role to build up the offline platform together with the local businesses. So Onion Station is the station that we named it, and this station gives the very interesting experience to the drivers and also the local users. And this is an image of that we're making the mega station that we're building in Cambodia right now. This station goes with 1,000 and up to 2,000 batteries at the same time that we're charging. And drivers come to the station and they replace the battery, and then they get the fully charged battery and they can just go. The payment of using this station is very seamless because all of our drivers that have their own wallet, and then they do have their own wallet balance. And then the system knows that how much energy they have consumed, and then based on that calculation, that wallet payment has been reducing, will be reduced with the amount of that they are using. And this station becomes one of the hardware and offline platform for the driver and everybody. So it equipped with the showroom and FMV at the front with the local franchise holders, and also on the back there is a repair and maintenance shop. And also we're not just providing a tuk-tuk battery swappable station, but also this station will take a role of electric vehicle charging station. So those players, let's say, if Tesla goes to the Cambodia, then we can provide the space for the supercharger for them, so that Tesla can be charging in front of our station as well. So the Tada vehicle or Tada system collects the data of the condition of the vehicle data and of the station data all combined together, and then we give the warning to the driver if they don't have enough energy, and also we use that data for the efficient dispatch for the vehicle. And by combining all these data science, and then we can provide to the driver with a low cost and a high income while they're running our vehicle together with our platform. In Cambodia, we dream big. So we're not just focusing on the Phnom Penh only, but Siem Reap, but Sihanoukville, all other cities and provinces that we are planning to target to expand those station network and also the logistics network. So these stations having a role of, let's say, a delivery hub as well. So this becomes the taking a role of medium-sized hub for the middle mile delivery and last mile delivery. So what we're trying to build here is more like a logistics network and also the infrastructure network. This is not just run by us. We're running this together with the Shinam Bank and local finance partners, and also the local municipalities and ourselves, and also the World Bank and all others. So all those combining forces actually making Cambodia in a better way. And also we are trying to build one playbook and one good reference example that we can duplicate to other countries like Laos and Myanmar, Bangladesh, or India, or Africa. What we are targeting is the countries near the equator, and the blue dots are those areas that we are servicing, and the black dots are planned to expand. Yellow dots are the one that we have expanded support with our TaaS and software support. And the reason why we're targeting those the equator belt, is the weather is a very good fit for electric vehicle, and also the economy level of that equator countries are slightly underdeveloped, so that we can bring our software and hardware together to them and then help them to grow further. So that's why we're targeting that equator belt. Lastly, Amble blockchain 2.0. So Amble blockchain, MVL blockchain 1.0, we built up our MVL token based on ERC20, which is based on the Ethereum, and then we built up the parts of it with the Binance chain. And what we have been doing, what we are also going to do, is an all new Amble blockchain system with the payment and also the new data recording system. So blockchain 1.0 passed. We built up this our blockchain protocol with ERC20 while we are preparing our mainnet and all new tool. But the ERC20 itself, it has a high transaction fee for data registration, but every single day our data generation point is more than tens thousands of data entry point, but every single point data recording fee is quite high, and sluggish development and blocking our business agenda. So we are focusing more on building up the business fundamental as well. So because of that, Amble blockchain 1.0 was I would say it was a testing period to go further for the next level. So what we are doing and what we're planning to do with Amble blockchain 2.0, and we wanted to resolve the issue from blockchain 1.0 with ERC20, high transaction fee, and such problems. And how we're going to do is we are planning to, we are on the process of mixing with a private and public blockchain customized for Amble. And this could be done by all of us, but also this could be done together with the named mainnet partners. And then after that, we're planning to introduce the price stable means of payment on blockchain. So current MVL utility token has the volatility, and as a utility token, it has a volatility, and it is very hard to use as a payment method. But if we introduce one of the stable means of payment together with the partner, then this there could be a very interesting connection between this utility token and a stable payment system. So roadmap for MVL blockchain 2.0 is like second quarter. We built up the global partnership for this second quarter. And third quarter, we developed the permission components of our blockchain system. And fourth quarter, the permissionless components of our blockchain system we were developing. And then next year, first and second quarter, we launched the price stable payment method, which means an interesting connection between our utility token and the payment method stable token can be combined for the blockchain payment. And then in the second and third quarter of next year, we refine our reward system, and then we go further with our blockchain 2.0. This roadmap could give you the grasp of the idea where we are heading. We're building the data network that can be used by third party like a Google or any other map service builders. They can use our data for their own use, and also with this whole network that we can build up the whole different payment services together with a stable system. So to make a better liquidity and better payment connection, we're also scheduling and planning to list our token to several exchanges, not just for the domestic in Korea, but also the overseas and other countries, and including Singapore and other regions. So by having those kind of liquidity connection through the exchanges, that will help us to realize the payment of Amble or stable payment system together easily, and give a better connection to the Amble ecosystem. Thanks for listening. I want you to tell you. I want to tell you that this Amble 2.0 is not just for software building, but we are building an infrastructure and also the platform that help drivers and riders. And by combining this hardware and software, we can go actually very interesting direction. And I would say we see the very same direction like a Tesla, and they started from the hardware, but they're focusing software to reach the certain point. But what we did is actually we started from the software, but we get help from the hardware. Well, we are going into the direction that we want to build the thing like a Tesla. But I would say, but still, we are not a hardware making company, but we are a company who's making software ecosystem, and the hardware is becoming and taking a role of catalyst of to grow further of this software and platform itself. And thanks for listening, and I'll look forward to share more until we reach the Ample 3.0. Thank you very much.